Welcome to the next on-demand module from NCREIF Analytics. In this section, we will cover the Interactive Performance Report. This report is a comparative report that contrasts the performance and risk measures of the top 25 CBSAs in the United States. To launch the report, click the View Report link. A report will initially display showing the total return statistics for each of the top 25 metro areas in the United States for all property types. On the right of the screen are the key tables and charts for the report. Analytics does all the heavy lifting for you. For this report, over 100,000 calculations are being performed. The first two columns show the geometric and arithmetic averages. The third column shows the volatility or the standard deviation of annual returns. The next two columns compute the risk-adjusted returns of the capital asset pricing model, or CAPM. Beta measures the relative sensitivity of the metro to the market portfolio, or the NPI. A low beta implies the metro is less correlated and or less risky than the overall market and may offer good downside protection, but may underperform in an up market. However, a high or a low beta does not mean that it will outperform or underperform. Beta is only part of CAPM theory. The other half of CAPM theory is alpha, which takes the volatility, or beta, into consideration in its computation of risk-adjusted performance. To learn more about the methodology of each of these statistics, please refer to the information in the glossary available in the knowledge base. Let's explore the report in more depth. Change the property type to industrial and the term to 20 years. Click Update. Notice how the number of metro areas shrunk. This is because there aren't enough properties to construct an industrial index for 20 years for the smaller CBSAs. NCREIF Analytics uses the standard 2013 Census Bureau definitions of CBSAs, or core-based statistical areas. The tables in Analytics can be sorted by clicking one of the table headers. Click the GeoMean label to sort the list by the geometric average return. Riverside, LA, and San Jose are the top 3 performing industrial markets over the 20-year history. However, notice the higher risk measures for Riverside and San Jose. Remember, there are many factors which affect risk, including the number of properties in the metro sample, and that these risk characteristics also affect other risk-adjusted measures such as alpha, beta, and correlation. You may sort by exposure by clicking on the last column, which is the market value as a percentage of the NPI. Notice Los Angeles is the largest industrial market at a 2.7% exposure in the NPI. The shading for the tables highlight when a cell is greater or less than 1 standard deviation with a cross-sectional dispersion for all metros in the US. If you scroll down below the table, there are a few charts. The first chart displays the long-term relationship of risk versus return. The risk, or specifically the standard deviation of annual returns, is plotted on the x-axis. The annual average total return is plotted on the y-axis. The size of each of the blue dots show their relative size of the metro within the NPI. The line represents the capital markets line, which is where beta equals 1. Where it intersects 0 is the risk-free rate, or the 3-month treasury. Dots to the lower right have negative alpha, and dots to the upper left have positive alpha. Here you can see Riverside and San Jose's higher risk characteristics visually. 2 bar charts showing the sorted results are also available to present the same risk-return concepts. This wraps up this NCREIF On Demand education module. If you have any questions or suggestions, please ask the question to the knowledge base or call the staff at NCREIF. Thank you.